Hello everyone, it's Eva here. I am just going to make another card. I'm doing cards in between prepping. I've got another big project. I'm just going to call it a project right now. I've got another big project coming up that's got several bits to it and stuff. So I've been prepping it, and it takes a bit. There's a lot of printing been done and a lot of things like that. So in between, I've been doing these cards because they're generally just one video and they're sort of a little quick to put together. Anyway, this card I wanted to make. Now, I've never made one of these before. I've done the odd shaker card, but nothing really, it's usually with a very simple cutout circle or something like that. Nothing really fancy. And this, I want to do a full front one, one of the full front ones. So I picked this really pretty paper. First off, I have a card base. This is going to be a 6x6, which isn't 6x6, but we've talked about that before. So I've got a card base, and I'm just going to fold it in half to make my card. Just grab my bone folder and fold her down. So we've got my card ready. My card base is ready over to the side. So I'm going to make my front. Now I've got a piece of, it's just a thin plastic that was on, I don't even know what, I saved it from something that I bought. And it's a nice lightweight plastic. And that's what I'm going to use to wrap around and tape in place, and then add my shaker bits. Then we'll decorate this, and then we'll put it onto the card, and it'll be done. Now, when you're making cards, one of the things that you can do if you want is you can make card faces, like card things like this. So you get a piece of cardstock, cut it to whatever size you want your card to be, and it can be any size you wish, and make just this part, and don't put it onto a card base until you're ready to actually use it. Then get your card base, and you can get any color of cardstock you want to make, or you can use ready-made card bases. I mean, it's whatever you want at that stage, but you can actually store these and then sort of finish them. I just wanted to mention that because sometimes, you don't really want to make a whole card. You just want to play. And that's a good way of just playing without it becoming a whole card. And you don't even have to put like a sentiment onto these. You can just do them how you want. This one, I'm going to make a birthday card because I did find a happy birthday that kind of goes with it. The colors are kind of right. I'm going to make a birthday card, but I'm not putting anything inside here. I picked up some bits and things that I've sort of cut out and have to the flowers that could go with this. I mean, the purple doesn't really match, but there is a little butterfly in here. I kind of like to not cover the butterfly up if I can help it, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, the first thing that I have to do, really simple, is glue this onto this. So we're just using our ordinary glue and just, running it along on the very edge. You want to, I mean, you can do this in the middle if you want. Because this is a paper, now this is a heavier paper, a little bit heavier weight paper, but it's still paper. It's not a cardstock. So because it's like a paper, you don't want to add too much glue in the center because then it could end up bubbling. So I generally just put it along the edge. Now I want to line this up. I did cut this to size. So I want to line it up and then just smush it down. And some of the glue sometimes squirts out. So just kind of, rub it away from your card so that you don't end up with it on your outside of your card. There. I'm just going to take this bone folder and just kind of smooth that a bit on the edge, just to spread the glue out a little bit and make it, flatten. There. All right, so that's that part done. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to get this plastic on here. And like I said, I cut it. What you do is well, first off, you put double-sided tape around your edges. Well, first off, you don't do that. Hang on, because first off, you want to figure out where your corners are. Because what you don't want to do is double up your corners. Like, you know, or maybe you do. Yeah, maybe you do. You want to kind of double your corners up, and that way yeah, okay. Okay, I'll just continue on my way here. Find the end. Oh dear, I had the end too. There it is. Hiding. Okay, so I'm going to put this as close to the edge as I can. I'm really happy that it tears off, you know. Like some of these, they've got a tough backing. Makes it harder to tear them off. And it ain't easy seeing the edge of this plastic, but so I kind of missed the edge on that side. But I can always, when I flip it over and I put it on the back, I can always add like ordinary tape on there. Now you don't want to do all four sides. You want to have the tape there, but you're not going to undo the tape on all four sides. The last one, you need to leave the one side open so you can get your stuff in, your shaker bits in. Okay. So now we need this face down. And we need it so that, you know, the plastic wraps. And I'm not worrying if the plastic is laying, you know, even, or the thing is laying even. I'm laying it so that the plastic can fold over. So I'm going to pull this one off. Come on. There it is. I want to make sure that, you know, both sides, I'm not running the tape up over the front, and then push that as even as you can. Try not to have too many little bubbles in it. I'm just following other people's directions, so this is going to be a pain because the tape is actually partly on the front. Okay, I want to leave this end open. Yeah. So I got to take this one off and lay it down. Okay. Okay. And pull that over. And you want it as tight as you can pull it, because you want your edge to be tight. So whatever you put inside can't run around the back. You can go into your back area. Now I got to pull this away, and it's a little bit, you know, it's a little bit trickier. Now I'm just going to fasten that down so it's easier for me to pull up and lay down. All right, so I've done 3 sides. So you can see now I've got a pocket, right? Now what I want to do is, I used to have, yeah, I had it out the other day, and now, where did I put it? Oh dear. I organize myself, and then I unorganize myself. And I try to organize myself again, and I usually mess myself up. I got a little kit, and it's got a little thing in it that makes it easy for pouring these things in, measuring them out. I think I can see it right now. I know it's right beside me somewhere, but okay, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. So I've got all these sequins, and this one's got more sequins in it, and they're really colorful. This one's more pale. I think I'll use the colorful ones. They you know, they don't exactly match, but they'll show up better. Now I'm going to dump a bunch of these in for shiny shaker bits. Oh boy, they show up. And then I've got these things that make noise, and these are little, like, little diamond things, and they shine. And you don't need too many of them. I don't want to use too many of them because I like using them on my other cards and stuff. So we'll see. Now, is it enough for shaking? Oh yeah. Yeah, you can hear that and see it. That's pretty. All right, so now we've got enough in there. Now we can yank this part off. Yep, you're coming. You're getting off there. There, we'll do that. We'll yank this part off. And then we fold this one up over good and tight. Okay. There, now. And they're not going up around the edge, they're just inside there. So when we put them on the card, it's a full size. Now what we can do to make sure that seals down, you can take a piece of ordinary tape, just ordinary tape. Scotch brand or whatever you want to use. El Cheapo tape, because this is just holding back here. Put it over the edge of the plastic to make sure that the plastic stays down. You know? That one's got a little bit, and I'm going to catch that little bit if I can and yank it over. Whoops, not like that. Don't be doing that. Just lay down and behave. Okay. All right, so now this is deciding it really wants to be mean. Okay. Okay, I mean, I don't really have to chop this thing off because it ain't going to show, but it might make a bulge. So let's chop that bit off and we'll add more tape. Get rid of all this garbage while we're at it. So things in our house are going to go into high gear fairly shortly because we got to move. And that means Gary's going to be working hard packing because I can't do a lot. I can do some, but I can't do a lot. And that means he's got to do it. Which is, you know, I would love to be able to just say, oh, okay, we're working and, you know, but Gary knows and I know that if I try and do that, I just run out of breath and can't breathe, and then it's, you know, it ain't good. There, okay, that's that one fixed. And I just did the top and bottom, but I want to do the sides as well, just because they're little. These two are little. Oh dear. Okay. They're like skinny. So if I catch them, then they're not going to pop up. They're not going to, you know, come loose. Well, they're not anyways, but, you know. Anyway, there we go. So now, I'm going to make sure we're right side up. The butterfly tells me we're right side up. And it's got some good shaky noise to it, which is nice. I mean, if you've got a shaker, you want it to make some sort of noise, right? I do. Now, I've got these flowers here. And I thought I could use double-sided, like the puffy tape, the foam tape, and put these on. I could layer them, but I don't have to because I could just, you know, sort of form them. Maybe put them in the corner or something. They kind of have a corner look to them, so I could do them. I could do them like this, in a corner and corner. Where's your corner? There, corner and corner, like that. That kind of looks nice. I kind of like that. And puff it up. And then I don't need this, and I don't need the purple thing. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get my foam tape out. And we'll foam tape this up real good. Come here. Come here. These scissors are just, they're quite old, but they're quite good. Now, all right, we'll put you down the middle. Gotta take a little bit off. Cut it a little too big, a little too long. That's all right. Got it. That'll work for something else. See, if you just take your little tiny bits and you just put them like that, then you can still use them. Let's try and get this better length so we don't have too many bits sticking over. I have titanium scissors, and I don't know if these are, no, these are stainless. But I do have titanium ones, and they seem to work better if you, for not sticking to these tapes as much. Now, I'm gonna have to cut this the other way. This way. Yeah. Alrighty. Turn over. Stick there. Yeah. Gotta put this. So you don't need it like on all the little edges and such. You just you need it to sort of hold up things. I'll take a bit off this. I got a little piece here that might go flat. I don't really want things to go flat. So this might work. It's going to stick out too much. It just needs to be a tiny dot. So let's do a little square. That might work. Yep, that worked. Yeah, and we need a little tiny piece over here that's not that wide. You can get all sorts of fancy these now. You can get them cut skinny and all sorts, but you know, you don't need it. You just need to work with what you got, folks. Work with what you got. There's that. I'll have to glue that one because that one's been sitting there without a cover on it. There, piece that. Get one. We need a skinny one about that long. And we need to cut it. And we need it skinny. Make the noise, right? The noise. There. Leave a little space. Because if you leave a little space like this, that is not going to punch down. You want to make sure that the rest of it's not going to punch down either. You know, so sometimes you just got to cut littler pieces to fit into. Yep. You don't want your tape sticking over. Like, you don't want it sticking out here because then it just gets messy. And I want one tiny square like I had the other one. So I might need to cut a tiny bit here and then cut this. Let's see if this will fit. Will it fit? Will it go? Oh, look at that. There's a tiny bit up the top. Oh, no, I don't need it. I think it'll be fine. Anyway, there we go. So let's pull this covers off. Remember, I've got to put some glue on that one. Now, I don't generally put glue on top of these sticky bits. Some people do so they can move it around a little. But it kind of defeats the purpose of the sticky. I only am putting it on this one because it doesn't have any sticky left. And it's not so it can move around, it's so it'll actually stick down. All right. All right, now this is going in this corner. So I want to line it up with the corners and the edge, like that. There we go. That's that one in place. I'll do the same with this one. I want to put a little bit on this edge here. There's a tiny little thing there that might collapse. It's just, I don't like it if they collapse. So there. Gotta fix that. Come on. Oh, you're already gone. Trying to rip off something that doesn't exist. There. All right. We don't need glue on any of this. Now, the flowers go on the edge. Oops. It worked really good when I did it this way. So I'm going to turn this upside down and kind of put it in like that. There. There we go. All right. And that is about all I want to do with this. I might put some shiny on these flowers. Could do. And I want to put happy birthday on. Now you could save the happy birthday for the inside. You can put it here on the outside. Yeah, I had to get the shakers out of the way so you can see. Do happy birthday. Now I need to put some foam tape behind this part and do the happy birthday. I could do the happy birthday across the middle, but I think I like it up in this corner because there's nothing really up there in that corner. A lot of the design is down in this area. Now, that tape's just the right width for this, so let's get the right length. Back to about there. Snip. There we go. All right. Turn this over. Stick this on. Now we want it so that, oops, I almost put it on the wrong part. So that this part, yeah, this part has the tape. And the other part is just going to be glue on this. So it glues onto there. So you just put glue on this part, tape on the other part, and that way they're the same height. That makes your words nice and even. There we go. Make sure it's upside up. And put that there like that. I just kind of push it until it snugs. And then try and lay it down even. Try and lay it down straight. Not easy to do when you're sitting crooked. No. I think that's straight. It looks pretty straight. It looks straight. Okay, then we get our card base. Make sure that you've got it opening the way you want it to. Like this could be a card that sits this way as well, if you wanted. But I'm going to make it so it opens sideways, because then they don't bend and go funny. And now, because we've got all this plastic around, we're going to put double-sided tape around the edge to hold the plastic. And then I'm going to glue in the middle to hold the middle. And then make sure that you got your shaker upside up too. You know, gotta check these things. Yeah. I got a better thing to, I don't have to find the butterfly now. Now, we'll take these off. I'm not going to do the line, the pulling it out. although maybe I should, because, yeah, maybe I should. I'll do the pulling it out thing. The pulling it out trick, I don't know. I'm not sure what the name of this really is. That's what I call it, you know. Anyway, you just fold these little things back in like little wings. And then you can set one corner on, you know. You want to make sure that, oh, for goodness sake, come on, get out of there. Okay, you've decided. Yeah, okay. There we go. And then you open it this end. Fine. Okay, then make sure you're right side up. Make sure your card's opening right. Then line up your card on the edge, on the corner. Squish it on the corner. Squish it on the edge. Then lay it. For goodness sake. Lay it even. Okay. Oh, it's the card base itself that's moving. Okay. Lay it even. And then you've got your corners done. You just pull this part out. And you can glue the whole bit down. Oh yeah, the other one had to, it needed to do that, did it? Yeah. All right. Like that. Lay that. It would seem that my card base is slightly bigger than the thing I put on it, which means that I can trim that off a little bit. So I'm just gonna, I mean, I could get my trimmer out and all that stuff, but I'm just gonna take my scissors and just cut it. Now I'm cutting through two things, but I want them cut the same. And I'm not very good at this whole cutting straight lines thing, so let's hope I didn't cut into the, nope, I didn't cut the plastic, so we're doing good there. There's that. There's my card. Now, I got all this fancy goodies that I can use. It's got a lot of shine to it just from the things. So I don't really know if I want to shine up this part. Do I? These things always look really nice with a bit of a pearl or a bit of a, you know, something on them. And I've got this sort of pinkish color that kind of goes with this. Sadly, it doesn't have 4 of any one size. It's got 2 of this and 2 of that, 3 of this and 3 of that, which is not helpful. This one has 4 big ones. Let's take those ones. 4 big ones, and it's got 4 medium ones. Do we want the big ones? Actually, we could just do 1 in each corner if we wanted. But, does it need it is the thing. You know, like, you can overload a card. And then it goes from being really neat, really pretty, and really fun to being overloaded and not as good. I kind of like it like this. These are bothering me because they're not shiny and everything else is, but maybe that's a good thing. I gotta, yeah, kind of, I am going to, now let me use this. I am going to add, there's these 2 white flowers here. And they have a little center showing, actually showing center. I'm going to put a little bit of glue. And I'm going to see if I can pull out one of these bigger ones of these, because there's several sizes in this thing. There's a bigger one. There's a bigger one. See, if I had my little tray, I knew where that got into. Yeah. I was all prepared. I even had my tray over here. For whatever reason, I took it away. There's one bigger one. Oh, goodness sakes. Well, you know, well, there's a bunch. How about you? You're red. Huh. It's different. That one's red. If I can find another red one. That actually looks kind of cool. I don't know why I've got red ones in here. There seems to be some. There's supposed to be like that rainbowy kind of thing, but there seems to be a couple of them. You know, I can see them being a different color. Yeah. This one's yellowish. No. That one's pink. It's got a red one and a pink one because I couldn't find two do the same. Never mind. They are awesome. Now, there are a lot of these in here. That's what's making the noise. Now, some of them are turned over the right way, and others are laying on their backs, but it's okay. You know, they're all in there. Running around. There's a big one. I want that big one. I want that big one. There. All right. Just adding that couple of little bits there. The glue will dry clear when it's done, so it will not show around the edge and make it dull or anything like that. It's good. I'm just wondering if I should add a couple more to each corner to add that three, you know, that uneven number of things close together. Trying to add them in about the same spot. Oh, let's play with this. Maybe we should use these instead. Sequins. No, I want to use the little beads. I do have a lid. I could use the lid to dump a few in. Try and find what I'm looking for. There's another red one. Now, if we use the red one on one of the other areas up in this corner, there, red, and then we find one of those. Don't know if we can find a pink one, but no. Find another big one for up there. There. Don't know if we can find a yellow one or pink. It's kind of a pinky yellow. I don't know. It turns yellow. Anyway, we'll find a big one for down here. Oh, that's another red one. Look at that. We're swimming in red now. I don't want red. I can help it. Not two reds on one corner. What are you? Oh, are you red? No, you are that color I want. So I'm going to use you here. So they're not in the same spot as what I'm looking at. And what about you? No, you're red. You. I just want a clear one now, but I want a big one. There's a big one. Are you clear? Come here. Are you clear? Are you clear? You are. Let's get rid of your partner here. That shrinky little thing is. And there. There. All right. That made me happier. Oh yeah. Tiny, 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 tiny ones. Yeah. I was playing the other day sorting, and I was sorting these things. And oh my goodness, there's 4 different sizes. These are ones that look like water drops on things. Oh, there. I have one on my finger. Okay. Let's put you back in the bottle because I really need you on my finger. Yeah. Okay, that's my card. Now it looks better. See, I like it because now it looks like it belongs there. Got those 3 little dots on each one of them. So there we go. So that's my card for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I wasn't really here to teach you anything, but if you learned something, hey, that's a good thing. Bonus. Bonus for both of us. So the next one that's coming up, the next video, I'm going to be picking up these tiny little dots for the next week. Anyway, the next one that's coming up should be the big one that I've been working on. I got most of it done yesterday. I've got a little bit more to do this afternoon, and then tomorrow I'll video the first part of that. It's going to be a several-parter, and I'm not even going to guess how many. So that is my card. I hope you can see it without too much glare, how pretty it is. I think it's really pretty. I love the shaky bit. And yeah, that's another one to go into the envelope. Now I have an envelope package all prepared over here, so I can just show you that it just slides right in. There's the envelope behind it, and you just fit the envelope, no problem. So that one's easy for mailing, and you know, that's one of the nice things about this type of shaker card that I'm seeing, is that it would mail easy. Yes, I'm just trying to take the backer off of this, and it doesn't even want to lift. It says, no, I ain't getting off there. I like it. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Come on. There we go. There we go. Let go of me. Now, just, shake that in there so that it's nice and even, and then pull this up over. Nice and even. There. There. I do this with all my cards so that they stay clean, and then when I'm ready to take them out and use them, they're nice and clean. I did get some 6x6, you can see. So I put all the 6x6s are now in envelopes. And then the glue will dry. It's almost fully dry now. It'll cure. It takes about 24 hours usually for these types of glues to actually cure fully. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye. And I will see you in the next video. If you could like and subscribe and, make a comment. Tell me whether you liked it or not. Did you like the colors? Do you like the design? Have you made any of these? If you have, let me know. How did yours turn out? Do you like making them? Anyway, all of that good stuff. Let's move that out of the bright light so you can... So you're not there. You're not, glared at. Okay, so you take care out there, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.